Hey, what's up guys? Kenshin here. So I just wanted to take a moment to go ahead and make this video. A little behind the ball on this one. 4th of July, it recently happened. A lot of plans, travel, stuff going on. And so to all of my American listeners, friends, viewers out there, happy 4th of July. To everyone else, hope you had a great weekend. But I want to go ahead and make this video regardless. It's not new news. You guys have probably all heard this because this letter from LftP came out a couple days ago already. But wanted to go ahead and make this video anyway because I'm going to be planning on doing a bunch of these going forward. So for starters, we did get a letter. This came July 1st, so a couple days old now, and it's again coming from producer director LftP, and he basically goes on to say that he's apologizing to all the players for the delay in patch 5.3, which we know is known or called, I should say, Reflections in Crystal. Of course, originally supposed to come out June 16th, so almost a month ago already. We had heard early news and previous announcements that this would be coming out in late July, so later this month. But in this letter, he goes on to say that due to the complications with the team and the operations teams developing the patches and everything, that he's pleased to inform that it's on course. But unfortunately, the date that we have been given is now even further back, now given a date of Tuesday, August 11th. So almost 2 full months in delay. Now, since this news did drop, those people who had, read the letter as soon as it came out and have been in my streams a lot, they're coming to me like, so what do you think? Why are they doing this? Should I just cancel my sub? That's a very common question here going around. And to that I say no. I mean, I get it. We usually get these patches every 3.5, 4 months, and that gives us a nice 2-year timetable between expansions. And yeah, this is a long gap, but luckily it happened during a content gap, not like the ones where like the next one we're going to be, of course, in the next part of Nier, but it's mostly a catch-up patch. So like, I mean, if we were stuck on that one, it would be even longer feeling, I'm sure. But there's still plenty of stuff to do. There's ults to gear. There's so much in this game to do. Leveling up different jobs, of course, meaning what I'm saying there, but gearing them, unlock quests. You can work on ultimates. There's so much to do in the game, and I think that a lot of people get stuck on the fact like, well, I'm through the main story. They either do or they don't do savage raids. What now? And the answer is so much. So, I mean, to each their own. But I know personally I will be continuing to stream it, which, by the way, if you are not following my stream, I stream on Twitch basically every single day. You can find the links in the description down below. But yeah, no, I'll be streaming Final Fantasy XIV and gearing up different jobs and just having fun. And, we do community raids and teaching raids and all types of fun stuff. So it does suck that August 11th is still so far away, over a month away still from this recording. But I'm still excited. The third patch is usually the one where we kind of see the conclusion of the previous expansion, and we're getting small glimpses of what the next one's going to be. Time will tell when we know more. But he goes on to say, going back to the letter, now LftP goes on to say that they did everything they could to try and release at the end of July, as they had told us previously, but they determined that more time was needed to thoroughly test and debug the next Alliance raid, as we just mentioned, the next Nier Automata thing, Yorha Dark Apocalypse Alliance raid. Large-scale encounters and the Resistance weapons content, all these things that are coming with patch 5.3. So, I mean, again, this is where some people just want the content as fast as they can get it. I am much more of a fan of not having bugged or incomplete content when things release. We see that with game launches, and I mean, I much rather wait a little bit longer to get something that is as good as it can be, ready to go, and I'm okay with this. It sucks, sure, but I'm very much on board with them taking their time and doing it right. I am very excited to see what is coming and what they're working on, because I know a lot of people didn't care for the first Nier raid because they thought it was pretty straightforward. I loved it as a huge fan of Nier Automata and Final Fantasy XIV. It's one of my favorite pieces of content, and I'm excited to see what the next Nier raid looks like. LftP then goes on to say how they have their home work offices set up and secured, good to go, so they're hoping to continue rolling out content every, roughly, as he puts it, 3.5 months after patch 5.3. So yes, this is not a 5.3 is coming out 2 months later, so in another month and a half we're getting 5.4. It's not going to work that way, and I wouldn't want it to work that way, because that means that, again, things would be rushed. We don't want that. We want quality content. So it's looking like every patch probably, and I'm most definitely including the next expansion, everything will be pushed back 2 months from the original timetable that we've been operating on. It is, I Again, not ideal, but unavoidable, and I'm very much okay with them just moving everything back, continuing with the schedule as it was, because again, quality over everything. LXIV even goes on to say that if they were to try and accelerate and catch up, that they would have to cut content, we would get smaller patches. It's just not worth it. So again, patience is the virtue that we want here, and I think that we'll be thankful that we did in the long run, because I don't know about you guys, but I have been absolutely loving everything that's been coming out for Final Fantasy XIV. The game as a whole, the expansions, all the characters, the content. I'm very, very hyped for whatever the future does hold, though obviously at this point we have a nice glimpse into most likely what direction we're heading, but I will not be I'll be doing my best not to spoil anything in case people are missing obvious cues, because that's half the fun, right? LXIV then goes on to give us a little glimpse of what they're working on, showing us this interesting drawing of a tank. I'll see if I can get an image of it and put it on the video. If not, it's something that's pretty easily searchable. It would appear to be something that is linked to the next Yorha event, so probably a boss, I would imagine. Doesn't quite look like the party tanks from Nier Automata, but I guess we will see how it works out. And he goes on to say that we're going to see plenty more this month, and they'll be releasing interviews and all types of content around patch 5.3. Again, as we know, the title, Reflections in Crystal. So I'm excited to see all of that coming, as well as some live letters. And I believe he goes on to say that the next one was, yeah, there it is, July 22nd. And yeah, we'll have a lot more, guys. So, you know, patience is the virtue here. I know I sound like a broken record, and again, this is not super polished video like ones that I've done in the past and ones I will do in the future. I just kind of wanted to sit here and chat and rant a little bit and just go ahead and, you know, let you guys know it's okay. It's going to be okay. We'll catch up, and I know, like, a lot of my streamer friends are saying, you know, the game is currently dead, not in that it's not going anywhere, but that, you know, there's just nothing to do, and I just completely disagree. You know, some of them are on the 80s, and they've done everything, and so I get that, but I mean, look, we don't have merged data centers yet. Maybe this is a good opportunity to make an Alt on a Friends data center, you know, just coming off the top of the head. There's always something you could be doing, and you know, if it need be that you need to take a breather, you know, mental health and taking a break's not a bad thing either. So anyway, going back to the letter, though, LXIV goes on to say, again, thank you for waiting so patiently, for all the encouragement that he's been getting, and he wanted to express his sincerest respect to the development team, the operations, and all the work that they have done, and I echo those statements. And he goes on to say, with that, I'll be returning to work and checking on patch 5.3, and I'll see you at the next live letter from the producer live, which, again, you can find those online when they go on. They're kind of hard to watch if you need a translator, but, you know, it's cool stuff. It's definitely worth checking out. And that is the letter. Not a very long letter. It's all, you know, stuff that is, I would say, crucial information. Didn't give us a good peek behind the scenes, but shows us a lot to come in the future. So I'm pretty hyped about that, and I will quit rambling. Again, future, whenever we get these letters from the producer, I'm going to be making these videos. I'm going to do, you know, a much more polished thing, but since this is information you guys probably already seen, just wanted to go ahead and get it out there for anybody who hadn't seen it. This is going to be a ongoing series of things that I'm doing, and I hope you guys enjoy. So if you guys are not already, I mentioned earlier in the video, I do stream on Twitch basically every day, but Thursdays, because that's my community movie night, and some Saturdays because I also teach martial arts, so sometimes I'm just really tired because I stream very late on Fridays. But yeah, no, we do a lot of, obviously, Final Fantasy XIV RPGs and a little bit of variety of other things too, but it's a good spot. If you've been enjoying the YouTube channel, make sure you check out the Twitch. Links in the descriptions down below. And with that, I'll get out of your hair and I'll just let the rest of this dungeon play out, as I was just going through this dungeon very much barely paying attention, so don't judge the rotations too hard. All right, guys, take care. Have a great day. I hope you had, again, a great holiday weekend if you are Americans. Just a great weekend in general if you're coming in from around the world. And I will see you guys in the next video. Much love, everybody. I will get back to work as well, trying to power through A Realm Reborn before, obviously, everything gets reworked in 5.3. Still have a long way to go because we're not sure how far into the patches that is, because let's not forget, that's a part of 5.3, guys. Big changes coming. Flying in Realm Reborn. So, all right, guys. All right, I hope you guys have a great day again, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care, everyone. I'm gonna go try and make a whole bunch more playthrough videos, and I'll talk to you then. I hope you guys drop by the stream. Take care. Have a great day. Bye.